Hey, we're here chatting with Barry Melancon. He's here with us at the Mega Conference in Orlando. We're so grateful that he's spent some time with our members today, telling them about the profession across the entire country. Barry, in addition to a lot going on in the profession, we're also in the midst of an election year, and it's been a redistricting year for all the states. So things are changing rapidly across the states from a political perspective. And we talk to our members all the time about how important it is to be involved. You travel all over. What's your perspective of the upcoming elections and how our members can get involved?
Well, first off, Justin, Florida does a great job with that. So thank you for all of that work. It's very important to the profession. And, we really are a bipartisan profession. And, when elections come, you got members retiring, members that get beat, new people coming in, and building those relationships are critically important. And it really needs to be deep relationships. The advantage we have, of course, is a lot of our members know these people because they come through state legislatures and stuff, and then end up in Washington. And of course, you have changes in the state house and the state senate as well. So it's critically important to be involved, and we would say it's critically important to be involved on both sides of the political spectrum. A lot of people predicting the House is going to change, the Senate's a toss-up, but if it does change, who's in charge of committees, what the issues are will change, overnight, literally. And so that is a really important point for the profession. And our issues really are business issues, and so they are bipartisan by nature.
It's great that you talk about the business issues, because we've been talking a lot at the FICPA about how our members are the trusted advisors in their local communities, and building that connection with policymakers helps to promote the profession once we get into the state legislatures and up in Congress. So our goal is to really get our members really engaged at the local level as the trusted advisor for not only their businesses, but also the policymakers.
That's right. That relationship with a member of Congress or a member of the state legislature is critically important. Generally the people who run for office are people who have been engaged in the community, and of course CPAs are engaged in the community. So leveraging those relationships are critically important, building them if they don't exist. And frankly, like if you look at the IRS issues, which those in tax know we've had a lot of issues there, we had really the highest number of bipartisan participants from around the country on letters about the IRS issue. We didn't get everything we needed to get done, but we did get some improvements. Small improvements, but that's an example of that process. But you're right on. It's about building those relationships. Sometimes it's doing their campaign finance reports. Sometimes it's, doing fundraisers for people who are running, or just being good advisors. And that's really another one. And I have a couple members of Congress that I do that with, that even I'm not in the state, but I just say, look, I can just be an impartial advisor to you on some of the issues. And some of our members doing that, our members are really smart, right? And they know what's going on in the community, and sometimes that relationship can be a very, I would say private one, but members of Congress need people to bring a different perspective and give them honest feedback that's not, on the social media or on the media at night.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I know we work really closely with the AICPA and all of our communications to members of Congress and with your team at the state level. So we're looking forward to a successful election season here in Florida. We have a great success rate in helping pro CPA candidates through our Florida CPA PAC. So we're looking forward to a great year in Florida, and we're looking forward to another great year working with the AICPA on these issues.
Well, thank you for all you do, but I will tell you also, just tying into your point, because you, like I said, do a great job, but the number of CPAs we have in Congress is going down. We were at about a high of 10 a few years ago, and through retirements and one loss of race, that number could be at 5 or 6 this year, which is really unfortunate. We'd like to see more, and that all starts really with CPAs being willing to run for state legislature and or House or Senate or whatever the case may be. It's usually a stepping stone. It doesn't have to be, but usually is. So don't forget that point either.
Hey, you heard it here. We need more CPAs to run for office, and if you're interested at all, contact me at the FICPA, and we can help you get your boots on the ground and get elected to the state office, and hopefully one day we'll see you in Washington. Thank you again, Barry, so much for spending time with us today. We appreciate everything you do for the profession.
And back at you. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.